Okay. First of all, guys, two things confirm me. So one is my voice is audible or not, and the second thing is my screen is visible or not. Whoever joined online, any one person from the online.
Yes, we are able to hear your voice and your screen is also visible.
Yeah, thanks for confirmation. So very first thing, so this particular demo, okay. So so starts with my introduction, and the second thing is what we are going to discuss as part of the course content. And the third one is why you should learn the DevOps. I just will give you the just brief, okay, and what kind of benefits you will get from this particular institutes, because we have a lot many are there, and online everything is there. So what is the benefit of using no you need you are, once you are opted for this and learning from here. Okay, so very first thing is introduction. So my introduction, my name is Ram. Okay, I have total of 15 plus years of experience in IT, and initial career started with development and then middleware technologies. Now I'm working as a one of the organization as a DevOps manager, and I do have training experience also, almost 10 plus years of experience in IT side. I used to give the sessions in the Capgemini, TCS, Wipro, and InnoMinds, Aspire. These are the some of the clients, and also work for the some of the institutions like this. Okay, and coming to the tool stack, WebLogic, JBoss, Tomcat, and DevOps tools, cloud technologies currently I'm working on, and in-house tools, company in-house tools will be there, and in-house tools also I work on the in-house tools wherever I'm working now. Okay, this is just brief about myself. Coming to the course content. So font is visible, I guess. If you have any problem while seeing the font, just let me know. So very first thing is course content. Okay, so course content part. Okay, so what exactly you are going to learn, that you should be aware of that. Okay, so everybody is opted for DevOps, I guess, right? DevOps. So only DevOps only. Yeah. AWS, yes. So DevOps plus AWS. Okay, let me increase little more, I guess, font. Okay, so DevOps plus AWS. So when you are learning DevOps plus AWS, two different things actually. These are two different things, and you some purpose you might have aware of. You might have received the uh, information about these technologies and outside market and demand, all those things, right? So when you are going for the DevOps plus AWS, okay, so learning these two technologies is not only the requirement. Okay, when you are going for any DevOps plus AWS, okay, what is AWS and what is DevOps, we will see just a brief. And before that, so you should be aware of the, so where you are going to learn actually. So where you are going to work, and which platforms, basically the platforms you should be aware of, right? So Linux is a very first thing you need to get the operating system knowledge, basically. Okay, operating system knowledge is very, very important. If you don't have proper operating system knowledge, you cannot install the tools and you cannot work on the environment. So for example, you will buy the laptop, and there in the laptop at least definitely one operating system should be there. Okay, purpose is different, but that is a prerequisite, right? So Linux also, it is a kind of prerequisite that you have to learn. Okay, so that is an operating system, basically platform knowledge required. And second thing, so please go on mute when I will give you time to ask for the doubts. And second thing is, okay, so AWS. So this is a cloud technologies, basically cloud technologies. So always, everybody knows about AWS, Amazon Web Services. So he is a market leader now. Okay, in the cloud environment, cloud provider. He's one of the cloud provider basically. Okay, so cloud provider means he is providing the instances, whatever servers online, right? So basically, just simple that cloud computing basically. Okay, so AWS. Why we should learn AWS means here. So what? See, operating system knowledge mandatory. Second thing is infrastructure knowledge also very important. Infrastructure knowledge also very important. That is the reason we will opt for the AWS. Even you will go for AWS admins also, but still that is it will not fulfill the request. Separate jobs are there. Even Linux also separate jobs are there. AWS separate jobs are there. But full-fledged, when you are operating something, when you are handling some environments, okay. So the production environments, non-production environments, whatever it is in the project, you are handling some environments. Definitely, we will have infrastructure knowledge also and operating system platform knowledge also. So this is a sequence. Once operating system knowledge, then we will gain cloud knowledge, that is the infrastructure knowledge, and then we'll go for the DevOps. Okay, so DevOps something is completely. It is not a technology. Okay, like a unlike Linux and AWS, it is not something like operating system knowledge, operating system, or something like a AWS or something like a technology. Okay, this is a process we are going to adopt in the companies. Okay, some methodologies. So previously we have some technologies, some methodologies. Okay, and here in the DevOps we are learning new culture in the projects, new culture, or you can name it new process or new methodology we are going to learn. Okay, that is application environments, basically application environments, how exactly application we need to deploy, all those things. Okay, that is one of the reason nowadays it is becoming more popular. Okay, DevOps is becoming popular because of it is not a one technology. So you are learning one culture, one methodology, or one process in the companies. That is the reason DevOps is more becoming popular, and also from the startup companies to topmost companies. Okay, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix. Okay, all the companies, topmost companies using the DevOps methodologies. Okay, and then we need to learn another tool called Terraform. Okay, Terraform. So that is something most of the people might have heard about already. Okay, people who are new to this one, maybe they are first time hearing the word Terraform. Okay, maybe you would have done already some background research and all, right? So Terraform is also important. Okay. So Terraform is something, okay, to create infrastructure automatically by writing some script. Okay, especially this Terraform useful for the AWS. Okay, cloud technology, basically cloud technologies. Using Terraform, okay, this is called IAC, infrastructure as a code. Infrastructure as a code actually. Okay, so you are going to create infrastructure using a code. Okay, infrastructure using a code. You can log into the console, AWS console, and you can create infrastructure. That is the one thing. But how many servers you will create manually? If you give the 10 number, backend it should create 10 servers automatically, right? If you go and create one server, it will take 2 minutes, for example, or 1 minute. Maybe it will take 2 minutes because the backend you will create over 30 seconds only, but background it will take time to provision. So 2 into 10, obviously 20 minutes it will take. One code, if you write 10 servers, for example, just one click. So background it will provision. The 2 minutes it will take for 20 servers also. So that is what automation. Okay. So automation by using a Terraform actually, basically. Okay. Using a Terraform, we are automating our infrastructures. So without connecting to the AWS consoles, we are writing a code and executing the code and creating a infrastructure in AWS. Not only AWS, you can use it for Azure, you can use it for GCP, and you can use it for OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, and Alibaba Cloud, Digital Ocean, IBM Cloud. If you name it, after AWS, number of cloud environments came. Even small companies also, they started their own cloud environments. Okay, so that is the secondary thing. Okay, so these are the things you should learn first. Okay, and along with this, you have to automate your environments, not only AWS. You have to automate your DevOps also. Sometimes it is required, and regular tasks in the environments. For example, you deployed in one environment. So once you deployed in one environment, once, for example, you got the job, and you will be, for example, you will be joining a project. In the project, regularly one task is coming. Regularly one task, same task is coming. Regularly, instead of you doing, your script has to do. Okay, your script has to do. That is where automation. Okay, so that is where Linux scripting, that is called shell scripting, you should learn. Shell scripting. Okay, for automating your environments. See, your automating your infrastructure is one thing. That is okay. That is fine. Terraform. But Terraform cannot do all the things, right? So other things, who will automate? Means shell scripting or Python or whoever will be the developers of Java. So whoever having the programming knowledge, they can also do it. But best suitable, shell scripting or Python. Okay, any scripting knowledge required. But at this point, don't take heavily, okay, all these things. But this is a optional. Scripting, all these things optional. Why I'm saying optional? Initially, when you want to get into the job, I will give the some heads up how exactly it is. Okay, but at this moment, don't take heavily these many tools and technology we need to learn. Okay, don't come to that point. Okay, but if one environment having these technologies, it's very important to understand these. These are the some of the important things. Okay, your profile will be more weighted actually. Okay, it will become more weight. Okay, that is the reason I have included as part of my course content these things. Okay, so how the procedure, how exactly we are proceeding. Okay, that also we need to understand, right? So Linux is the very first thing, that is no doubt at all. Okay, and the second thing is shell scripting. I will, because Linux, when you are discussing operating system, then only we will discuss that scripting also. Okay, shell scripting, because combination of your commands only shell scripting. Okay, keeping in one file and executing. Okay, instead of one command you are executing from the Linux, you keep all the commands in one file and you execute it. That is called bash, shebang kind of thing. Okay, shell scripting. Okay, and then we are going to discuss AWS. AWS means, for example, why not DevOps first? Okay, why not DevOps first? AWS, once you gain the operating system knowledge, okay, you have to deploy the infrastructure. For example, you want to learn some technology, DevOps only, you don't have laptop. Okay, first what you will do, you will search for the laptop, right? You don't do pen and paper, right? For practicing, definitely you need a machine or instance or laptop. How you will get the laptop? So you will take the rental based. Now it is available, but no one is taking. So you will buy the new laptop. Okay, that is called infrastructure. Means CPU, disk, hardware components, networking components, all together one bundle, one hardware component. Right? So you will first arrange the infrastructure laptop, and then you will install the softwares on top of that, and then you will start practicing DevOps. Right? So that is where even in the projects also, the sequence of learning also important. Okay, so operating system knowledge, once you gain the operating system knowledge, then you will go for the infrastructure knowledge. So once you arrange the servers from the cloud environment, right, you will deploy your applications. That is the procedure, right? So that is where AWS we are going to learn. And inside AWS, we are going to learn computation part, storage part, networking part, database part, okay, and integration services, SQS, SNS, and also load balancing, auto scaling, okay, and CloudWatch, okay, and components like CloudWatch. We have components like ECS, ECR, EKS. So all these things, whatever is required, almost 15 to 15 service we are going to learn as part of AWS. So what is important, I will definitely tell you what is the environment. I will show you the small, how the environments also. I will show you the real-time environments also. So later on, once course is going on, whatever the main technologies. Okay, so DNS technologies you need to learn, load balancing technology you need to learn, auto scaling part and networking part, VPCs part, subnets part, internet gateways, NAT gateways, and then deployment of databases, how request flow is going on. So entire this setup you should learn first. Okay, so these things and the integration services, SQS, SNS, CloudWatch, and monitoring tool. Okay, one monitoring tool you should learn. So that I can include here, but AWS as part of AWS and DevOps monitoring tool also will be covered. Okay, so Prometheus, or we have a short minute tools, Prometheus, Grafana, Oracle Enterprise Manager, many monitoring tools also. So that is the AWS we are going to see, and then DevOps. So DevOps, now actual picture came into the actual picture. So that is a DevOps. So as part of DevOps, what we are going to learn and what is the main purpose of DevOps. Okay. Here, main thing is, very first thing is SDLC model. If you know the SDLC model, okay. If you don't know also, no problem. SDLC model. Main thing is the coding part, where actual technical work starts in the projects. Actual technical part. Okay, that is where actually your actual technical part. Before that, business analysts, client communications, project initiation, all these things will be. That is the non-technical part. So actual technical part will come into picture. DevOps, sorry, developer side, where actually developers involve and implement the code, building the code. Okay, where start requirement. They will start doing by taking any programming languages, Python or something. Python, Java, many programming languages we have it. They are building the code, and then they will go for the testing and then deployment. All those things will be involved in the sequence of tasks. Okay. So as part of that, here, very first thing they have introduced is Git actually. Not only Git, we have a lot many, but which I am going to discuss the tools which is widely used in the market, even the projects also. Okay, we have alternative tools, many are there. Okay, Git is Git and Mercurial and different SVN, and different out there. Okay, yeah. Git is the one very first thing. Okay, that is your source code. Whoever developer writes the source code, that should be tracked and maintained properly. Okay, he will write daily hundreds of lines, tens of lines, hundreds of lines. He will write. So someone has to track, someone has to maintain the code, right? That is actually Git will do. Okay, that is a source code management tool we are going to learn, our version control management tool. Okay, and then Maven. Maven is something. Okay, so here instead of before going to Maven, GitHub is a source code. Your source code maintained remotely. This is a remote repository. Remote repos will be maintained here, and your pipelines. Now, next whatever you are going to do, that URLs, everything will be provided from the GitHub wallet. Means all the developers across the globe, they will write the code, keep the code in one single location. That is called GitHub. You can think now for now. Okay. And then Maven is something. Okay, Maven is something. Is the it is a build tool. Your source code is in English format, but your system cannot understand English format, right? So it has to compile. That will be done by Maven. Okay, so build tool. Okay, so it's a build tool, and then okay, I will show you the Sonar Cube, how exactly it is looks like. Okay, Sonar Cube, and the next Jenkins is the code quality checker actually. Code quality checker. And next thing is Jenkins. So Jenkins is something which is a CI/CD. So Pipelines will be written here. Actually, automation starts from here. Deployment, basically a deployment from the code to deployment server, production servers, or stage servers, wherever it is. Okay, end servers, destination servers. Jenkins. It is not a DevOps tool, but we have earlier also there. And Docker is a containerization. Okay, so containerization something is now everything is came in the picture because instead of large single application deployment, instead of doing that, you can deploy microservices. That is where Docker containerization came into picture. Okay, and then Kubernetes. Okay, so Kubernetes is something deployment for deployment purpose, or you can think about this one as orchestration. Okay, orchestration tool. Your large base containers will be orchestrated together. Okay, single, it's not made as single, it's a clustered environment. Kubernetes provides clustered environment for deployment applications that we are going to learn here. Okay. So then Ansible. Ansible is something, it is a configuration management. Okay, so why we should learn Ansible? Okay, this is something, for example, you have something like a 200 systems, 200 production systems in your production environment. Okay, for example, you want to install or configure something in your 200 servers. How you will do it, right? So again, same thing. Here again, automation tool is required to deploy one software in 200 servers, right? So one by one, if you do, how much time it will take manually? Okay, so that is where configuration management tool, CM tool called. Okay, configuration management tool, Ansible we are going to use. Earlier we have Puppet, Chef, and many things are there, but this is the best widely used tool and agentless tool. Okay, this is the tool we are going to discuss, Ansible. Okay, and this is what actually majorly we are discussing about the DevOps tools. Okay, DevOps basically these are the tools we are going to discuss as part of our session. And then Terraform. So Terraform ISC, we are going to discuss all the modules, all the variables, whatever it is, and the structure and how you will deploy the environments. I will show you each and everything in the through Terraform. Okay, so this is a called tool stack as part of the course content. Okay, operating system knowledge you need to gain first. Okay, for automation, scripting is like required. Okay, and then AWS infrastructure knowledge, and after that DevOps, all the tools which are mentioned, and going for the Terraform. So finally, Terraform, how exactly it is. If you mention all these things in your resume, okay, it will be more weighted. Okay, so all these things you need to mention in your resume also. Okay, then only project you are involved in one project and the project contains all these things. Okay. So people, so that is where the resume preparation will be there. Okay, that we discuss later. Okay, this is the course content, and then okay, please go on mute. Whoever unmuted, please go on mute. And next thing is, okay, we are going to, okay, very first thing, mock interviews kind of thing I will conduct. So how exactly people that week, how exactly you understood the technologies, the whole week how you understood the technology, and you have any doubts or something, we'll have a small session kind of thing. Okay, at the end of the week. Okay, that is something I will mention mock interviews or weekend discussion. Okay, and second thing is, obviously recordings will be available. Even this demo recording also will be available. So every recording, every session will be recorded. Okay, that will be available. And second, third thing is material. Okay, so material also will be provided. Okay, because whatever throughout we discussed, you have to practice from your end. Okay, recording and material both will help to effectively practice, and your time also very important. Material and interview questions. We'll share you the interview questions because the pattern, how exactly the based on current market and project requirements, what are the most important questions they are asking, what you need to stress more while you are learning. That is also important. Not everything, right? Something you need to stress, right? Interview questions. Yeah. So everything will be real-time practice, real-time scenarios only, mostly real-time scenarios. And because interview thing, whoever doing interview, whoever interviewing, right? That person will be prospect in his project prospect only. He will ask the questions also, right? So that prospect only will be there. Okay. So interview questions will be shared that you need to practice. And last thing is resume preparation will help you to prepare a strong resume. See, technically, your strong means you knows better, right? Until unless your call will be shortlisted and present yourself in front of the people, you will not exposed, right? So for that, first you need to get the call. If you want to get the call means you need to put properly your resume. Resume should be strong, weight enough. That is how the course also structured. The course syllabus also structured in the same format. Okay, so resume preparation should be proper. Okay, that will help you. And also you need to upload in the networking sites, social networking sites, job sites, portals. Okay, so you need to upload properly also. That also will help you if you have any doubts in that session. Okay, will guide you. You have to do from your end, everybody. So any doubts will be there, ask me. How I will help you. Okay, how to do that. Okay, so that is where resume preparation will be there. Okay, so and then I think the further things will be discussed by the management only. Okay, after that, once you get the call, how exactly, the further things will be till this part. My job. Okay, till this part, my job. Okay, and also course duration. Okay, let me tell you the duration also, because this is very important. So mostly it will be 80 to 90 hours. It will be there. Okay. Okay, 80 to 90 hours will be there. And mostly this times will be Monday to Friday, or how exactly will notice shortly. Monday to how exactly the entire week we have a 2 days will be a holiday. A week, 5 days will be sessions will be there. One day will be discussion kind of thing. Okay, that we will communicate shortly. Okay, so till here this part is mine. Okay, so further next apart from this you can discuss with the management. Okay, so now you can ask me any doubts here. Okay, and the other thing is from your end, what we are expecting is strong commitment. Okay? Strong commitment in the sense here, how exactly you guys prepare. Okay, so teaching is 40% only. Okay, 60% candidate. Okay, focus how interested candidate, and candidate how much is practicing also very important. Okay, because if the we have a lot many things available in the we have nowadays everything everywhere. Okay, doubt sections, you can discuss with me any doubts. If unclarified doubts, you can call me directly. Will share my WhatsApp number and my direct contact. You guys, you definitely anytime you can contact me. Okay, and unclarified doubts you can discuss anytime. Okay, that is one thing. And a strong commitment from your end, you have to practice a lot, because if you see the tool stack, it is not a very rocket science. That's what I can tell. By seeing the tool stack, don't get scared. Okay, so you can practice one by one. I will make you more clear. Okay, you practice from your end, because my session will be understood. Okay, if it is not understand also, you will definitely ask the doubts. I will clarify the doubts. Okay, but after that, your practice is very important. Okay, that you need to do commitment and dedicated time from your end. Okay, and any doubts will be there. You will create a WhatsApp group or something will be there, that everything will be managed. Will take care, and that's where I will be available every minute. Okay, so I'm stopping from the end. If you have any doubts, let me know. Please unmute yourself. Whoever joined online, unmute from your end and ask doubts. Even from here also, directly join people also.
Okay, Ravi. Ravi, I want main focus is I want to learn for the Docker and Kubernetes. This is the main focus. Remaining things I know, but I want to learn. But can you do any projects on these areas? Docker, because currently my working is work culture is in microservices projects. I'm the lead for that one, and current role is for the architect. So
Okay.
I want to more focus, and I want to learn more on the Docker and Kubernetes area.
Yes. So
Yeah, this Kubernetes areas, in sense what type of because it's on-prem and cloud. Both I want to configurations and everything I want to learn and to do some sample projects also that you can provide on these areas.
see, when we talk about the DevOps tools and technologies, major focus is Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So other tools, nothing actually. If I say my personal opinion, this one. Okay. So Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes is a major tools. You have to focus. So that area
Yes.
you told same area only. The other tools, GitHub, Maven, and all, just it is a matter of it's a just for understanding the process. But Docker and Kubernetes something. It's the main application will be deployed. Your microservice application will be deployed using the Jenkins CI/CD pipeline. That is where we need to focus. So that will be more focus. No, don't worry. So you will be definitely gaining the knowledge here, and we'll do some projects here.
Ravi, your voice is not coming.
Okay, my voice is not audible or not clear.
Not clear. It's breaking.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say here, it is audible now.
Yeah. Now it's good.
So Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes is a primary focus in the DevOps. Okay. So your pipelines will be written in the, so basically your pipelines will be right in the Jenkins and Docker and Kubernetes microservice deployment. So we are going to see in-depth tools here actually. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. If you want to deploy something, you need all the components, right? So what is the major requirement when you are going for deployment? Okay. We are going to discuss each and every small bit of thing here.
Okay, in the Kubernetes area, you discussed about both, right? On premises and cloud also, AWS or any.
Yeah, correct. I understood. Yeah, I need to clarify this one. Okay. So nothing actually. On premises is something, CNF cloud you are saying, right?
Yes.
Cloud native foundation, that is a Kubernetes, and AKS and EKS something you are talking about, right? So EKS, so elastic Kubernetes service. So installation part will be different here in the Kubernetes section. Okay,
exactly.
Installation. Once it is installed, both will be same. There is no on-prem, there is no cloud environment. You are going to see the Kubernetes environment. So management or control plane will be maintained by the you from the CNF cloud. If you install on the on-premise, whatever your terminology on-premise, cloud environment, EKS or AKS or GKE, whatever you take, that will be maintained by the cloud provider, whoever cloud you have taken. For example, AWS, EKS control plane will be maintained by them. So you just provision the servers. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, that's everything. Yeah, we need that one. Because whatever the EKS or ECS, this Kubernetes, container services also there. So everything is a point is same in the cloud wise, but we need to learn about those things because as part of the training, we are expecting each flavor to the one sample project kind of things we need to do. That is our expectation.
That is where we need to proceed actually.
Okay, yeah.
Any
okay,
other
one small thing. What is the duration time for this course actually? Because your time and your daily 1 or 1.5 hour, because how many days we need to?
Mostly initially 1 hour I will take. Later, based on the requirement, 1.5 hour I will take, and also weekend sessions also will be required in this session. Weekends also I need to take. So you should be open for the weekends also whenever But without you guys confirmation, I will not go ahead and most of the people's interest. I will take the weekends and I will try to complete the syllabus on time. Okay, so you should be in a cooperation position also.
I mean, that's I understand because regularly estimation approximately how many days totally it's how many classes your expectation we need to complete these things.
As I mentioned, duration 80 to 90 hours. It may cross.
Okay. Around 2 months.
But try to be on time, strict on time. Okay.
Yeah.
If it is not, it is going beyond, then we'll take additional sessions. Okay. Because roughly we will put 80 to 90 hours. But see, like this session will go, doubt session. Definitely the part which I want to complete in that day, that may be
Yeah.
postponed to the next day. Right. There may be time will be changed. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a question. Yeah. 80 to 90 hours is okay, fine.
Okay. If you don't have
Ravi,
any, yeah, please,
Ravi,
Sridevi.
yeah, hi. So what is the timing? Is it going to be the morning batch or evening?
So morning batches only, but management will be communicate shortly on this. Okay, you reach out to the management; they will be confirm you timings exactly. What is the timings and all? So it is a morning. That is a confirmed.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, if you don't have any doubts, I will conclude the session here. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Okay, so
Ravi, what are the we discussed right syllabus? Can you ask to management to share to us also?
Hello,
yeah, yes, Arun.
sir. Actually, I'm from civil engineering background,
Which background?
civil construction background.
Civil. Okay, civil.
Actually, I am also interested to move into this Devops area. Any programming knowledge is compulsory to learn this technologies.
See,
Strong.
anything, yeah, programming. As part of my course syllabus, I did not mention anywhere programming knowledge is mandatory or prerequisite.
Okay.
Okay. I did not mention anywhere programming knowledge is required or it is a
Okay.
prerequisite.
Okay.
So what I mean is for automation, it is an add-on. See, shell scripting also, if I can remove here, just for
Okay.
add-on. Okay. As part of
Okay.
this thing, I will give you the awareness on the shell scripting, but it is an add-on for you. Programming knowledge also add-on only. It is not a mandatory or it is a prerequisite to learn DevOps.
Okay. Actually, I have done some research about all these DevOps tools. I have seen that strong programming knowledge is required to excel in this area. All the things. So I have a doubt.
Then
and
you
I
will become a
need
full
some
stack engineer.
clarification. Sir?
Then you will become a full stack engineer. Programming knowledge is not required here. Again,
Okay,
web development, again, involving all the tools. Okay.
Okay.
See, programming knowledge in the sense here, again, scripting only, automation purpose. That is what I mentioned actually, Python or Bash shell scripting.
Okay.
Okay, Linux shell scripting. Okay. So either of these. Okay. Anyway, we are learning Linux here. Why should go for again different technology Python? Okay. If you are interested, you can learn later. Okay.
Okay.
Later you can learn. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
Linux I'm discussing, so shell scripting I'm discussing here. That is
Okay.
where scripting part will be covered.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, guys. See you. Okay. Hopefully we see you everyone in the next coming batches. Okay. Okay. If you don't have anything, I will conclude here. Shiva, you want to ask something? CCD. Yeah. Jenkins is the main pipeline. Yeah, pipelines is a very, so that is what actually Jenkins is introduced here. So end-to-end tasks will be someone has to do, right? So we are JSON is the one, we are introducing, and there CI/CD pipelines will be activities, all the tasks from the code building to deployment. So everything will be using. We'll write one script, JSON script, and we'll deploy that to declarative JSON script in the Jenkins. And just one click, that will take automate one by one. Okay, pulling the code from your repository, building the code, testing the code, and the code will be artifact and then move. Which one? CI/CD paper JSON, that is different. That is different. Scripting is only for automation, just for your understanding. Tomorrow, if you repetitive tasks or anything, if you want to investigate or something from directly shell scripting, we are not going to involve in the DevOps now. Okay. So yeah, how platform knowledge is required, similar with scripting knowledge. That's why I'm giving heads up. Tomorrow, based on that, you will convert and you are involving in the automation side. Okay, I'm stop sharing. Okay. Okay. So concluding the call once again. Okay, guys. So thanks for everyone for joining the session. Thanks for your time, spending the time on Sunday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you.